Hello everyone, and welcome. I'm dog sitting today. This is Bentley. I'm just watching him overnight. And I decided I'd come out just to a local trail, take him for a short walk, get him a bit of exercise. As you can see, he's not exactly built for speed. Not really built for distance much either, but we'll get a bit of a walk in and see what we can see. I've got a couple of things in my pack here that I want to test out. So let's get on down the trail and see what happens. We've gone a ways down the trail. We're in a spot here that has a lot of shade, and there's a little bit of a clear spot here. There are four-wheelers that come back and forth through this trail sometimes. At least here with this clear spot, we've got a spot that we can get off the trail and let the bikes go by if they need to. Now I'm going to get this pack off, get this poor dog some water, and then we'll go about looking at what else is in the pack. I still have Lucy's collapsible bowls, so I brought one of those and I brought him some water. There you go, buddy. Come here. Come here. Here. So the first thing I brought is my tin with a bunch of charred cloth. I'm going to take a piece out right now. Because I'm planning on using the sun but before I attempt this little experiment, I've got a wallet Fresnel lens which I know works. Now it's sunny today, but there's a little bit of a haze, so if I test it with this and it works, then I know I can move on to my next experiment. Look at that. So with the Fresnel lens, it works. So we do have enough strength from the sun. Now, are you starting to get curious about this experiment? Let me explain. A year ago, our grandson was born, Kieran. And shortly after he was born, I found something. And I decided to buy it for him. He's still too young to use it, but my curiosity is getting the best of me. I came across a plastic Swiss Army knife. It has the fork, it has the can opener, it has a knife, it has the saw, and it has a small magnifying glass. Now, I bought it in the hopes of When he's just a bit older and I start taking him camping, if I'm doing something with my Swiss Army knife, he can have this to play with. And pretend he's working along with me. But I was thinking about it the other day. And I was thinking, because it's all a plastic fork, a plastic knife, whatever. Originally I was thinking, when we go camping, I can let him use that fork and just make sure I really wash it after. But now I'm thinking, I wonder if I could actually get the magnifying glass to work. So I brought the charred cloth. And I also brought a little bit of chaga. I'd like to try it with both. But I see there's some dry grass here, so let me gather some of that up and prepare just a little bit of a bird's nest. Okay, so it's a small bird's nest. I'm gonna set that down for now. And I take out a piece of charred cloth. Now, I know this is not a very strong magnifying glass, but let's see if we can make it work. So far, nothing. Let me back up just a little bit. See if I can get a little bit more into the sun. Yeah, it's not even getting hot. It's bright. Oh well, it was an interesting experiment. It would have been awesome if it would have worked. Can't win them all. Well, the child's Swiss Army knife didn't work. But while we're out here, I ordered an LC Fun, one of those rechargeable plasma lighters. It's a double arc. And what comes in the box is the lighter itself, a lanyard with a whistle, and the charging cable. Now I did open it. I fully charged it. Figured we'd come out here and we'd try it. We're on a nice gravel trail here, so I can use that bird's nest that I have and see if it'll light. If it does, drop it on the trail, it's safe, and I have some water to put it in. But this is interesting. I do not see myself adding this lanyard to a lighter and hanging it from my neck and having it dangle. But this is a very tiny whistle. And when I looked at it, I thought, well, how useless is this going to be? Not useless at all. It's actually really loud and works very well. So I'm thinking I may cut this lanyard short, make a small loop, and attach it to my neck knife. So that way I would have a whistle, I would have my ferro rod, and I would have the knife. But I really could not believe how loud this thing was. Luckily, nobody was home when I tested it because, boy, inside the house, it was hard on the ears. Now the lighter has this lock, and then you push the button to open the lid. So once the lid is closed, you put that lock up, that lid is not going to open at all. Nice little safety feature. Push it open, and then when you push the button, I don't think you can see that, but it's got a dual arc, and it's got a 7-second delay. So if I hold it for 7 seconds, it cuts off. So let's grab this bird's nest and see. Works well. So that'll be interesting. It's not something I would use all the time. And being rechargeable, if I've got it with me and I'm using it as a safety precaution, if this thing dies, I'm done. It doesn't spark, it doesn't do anything else. Dead is dead. But it'll be neat to play with once in a while. I can charge it up, take it out, light a few fires. I usually have a Bic in my pocket. With the Bic, at least if it runs out of fuel, I can still make a spark. So with a little bit of charred cloth or charred material of any kind, I can find a way to get sparks on it and start a fire. With this, dead is dead. When it's done, it's done. I have to take it home and recharge it. Yes, I'm usually filming, so I usually have some type of way to charge my phone and charge my equipment, so it wouldn't be a big issue. But if you're not filming, if it's for just the regular guy who's not out there filming and he's not carrying extra charging abilities, dead is dead. But I just might find a way to put this whistle either on my knife or on my keychain or on something that I carry with me all the time. And it'll be an extra little safety feature. I could even attach it to one of the zipper pulls on my backpack, or even attach it to a tiny carabiner and then clip it to whatever pack I happen to be carrying with me. Well, now we know. The child's Swiss Army knife, the lens is not strong enough to start a fire, although it would have been very interesting if it did work. I didn't think it would, but I had to give it a try. And that rechargeable lighter looks like it'll work great. Like I said, I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't depend my life on it, because when the charge dies, the charge is dead. There's nothing else you can do with it to light a fire. Whereas with the Bic, at least if it runs out of fuel, you could find charred material or something, anything that'll catch a spark, and you can use it to possibly get a fire going. Even if it's dead, there are options. That little whistle is a lot louder than I thought it was going to be. That I may find a way to attach to a piece of gear somewhere as an extra precaution. Every little piece of safety gear, better to have it than not. But I think that's going to be it. We're going to head out of here. Just a short video this week. I want to thank you all for coming along. It's always a pleasure having you with us. And if you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more of it, hit the subscribe button. And if you're going to do that, you may as well hit the notification bell. It'll let you know whenever we put out a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.